3, we're going to do it with quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Or, what was the rap song? I forgot.
Let's do it.
I forgot the rap song.
Can we do it at the end of class?
If we have time. Alright, you just got to make sure that your quadratic is in standard form, which means that it's A, B, C, and there is nothing on the right-hand side. Is there anything on my right-hand side?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. So we just have
A
is 3,
B is 7.
and C is,
Negative 20.
am I ready to plug in?
Yes.
Alright, so X equals negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 7 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 20 divided by 2 times 3. Correct? Did I lose anyone, or do we all understand what happened?
Hold on. You're gonna look fast.
I was just trying to see if I could do it.
Yes? Did I lose anyone? I'm plugging in.
No.
Alright, so you have X equals negative 7 plus or minus. So now you're going to do what's underneath the radical. So I have 7 squared, which is what?
49.
So I have 49, and then I have negative 4 times 3 times negative 20.
It's 240.
Huh?
240.
Yeah.
So I get positive 240 over 6. And I wrote a 2 as I said 6. Alright, so in the calculator, could I find out what the square root of 49 plus 240 is?
Yes.
Wait. It's negative 17. Oh, wait, never mind.
A negative times a negative is a?
Positive.
I didn't write the negative twice.
So the square root is 17.
Anna's smart.
Wait, so it's
Square root of 49.
So the square root of 49 plus 240 is
17.
17. So I end up with negative 7 plus or minus 17 over 6. What is this plus or minus? Tell me.
you're first going to do plus and then you're going to do minus.
I'm going to do plus and then I'm going to do minus. It breaks off into 2 separate things, right? So I have 7 plus 17 over 6, and I have 7 minus 17 over 6.
So you put the whole thing over 6.
You don't bring the negative?
Hold on, is it negative 7?
Oh, I forgot my negative. Sorry, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not you.
I'm the one that said it.
Yeah, he did.
My bad. Alright, if I can't do it in my head, is there a calculator?
Yes.
So in the calculator, I can put negative 7
10 over
plus 17. Type. Is it 6?
5 over, yeah.
And then I can do it again.
Negative 4.
But instead of plus 17, it's going to be,
Negative. Oh,
and I get,
negative 4.
so I have positive 5/3, and I have negative
so is that your
4.
solution?
So those are my solutions, but my factor would be what? What is my denominator?
Plus 5 over
3.
3. Wait.
3.
3. Oh, how do we do
I
this?
forgot how to do that.
3x minus 5.
There you go. Your denominator is your leading coefficient.
I never learned that.
And then x minus 4.
It's not minus 4, it's the opposite.
Plus 4.
But it's negative. It's a negative, right?
It's a negative, so it's going to become a positive.
Oh, you do.
Because it's saying that's my solution. If this is my solution, what would the factor have to be to give me that solution?
Why is it negative 5? I thought it was plus 5 since you added it to get that.
Is it not negative?
No, you put 3x minus 5 and I thought it was
Because it's already positive,
so
and you do the opposite. So if it's positive, it's going to be subtraction. If it's negative, it's going to be
on the negative
addition.
part, you just change it to positive.
But on this one, why do we put minus 5
On which one?
on the first one?
That's what we just went over. But okay. Because it's positive. So what this is saying, if this is our solution, like Nick just said, this is my solution. And because it's my solution, it's saying, where could that solution come from? Well, that solution would come from if I had 3x minus 5, and I was trying to solve for x. So for example, let me do it.
Do we have to memorize this formula?
It's kind of on the wall.
Oh,
Why memorize the quadratic formula? See, why do you have to memorize?
Okay, so if I have 3x minus 5, guys, and I wanted to solve for x, if I wanted to solve for x, I would add 5, and then I would do what?
Times by 3.
Divide by 3. And what does that give me? A positive.
5 over 3.
And what did I need? A positive.
5 over 3.
So that's why this is the opposite. That's why it's 3x minus 5.
So your denominator is leading coefficient, then basically you do the opposite of what you do.
Yes. So if your denominator is your leading coefficient, and therefore you do the opposite. So if this is if positive, then it had to have originally been negative. This is it had to be positive because factoring, remember, is undistributing. Distributing and factoring are opposites of one another. Distributing, I am multiplying within, right? Factoring, I am dividing out. So I'm doing the opposite of what I would initially do. All right, so that's the quadratic method. If you don't like it, it's okay, but I'm going to teach you it. All right, so let's go over CAB.
I did that one.
On 4, we're going to do CAB.
I did that one.
All right, so CAB, C, A,
You always got something to say.
B. So my C and my A are negative 28 times 2. And what's negative 28 times 2?
Negative 56.
Negative 56. So what factors of negative 56 will add to give me 1? What factors of negative 56 will add to give me a 1?
negative 56. Wait. Negative 55 plus 1?
No, what factors, which means you're multiplying.
Oh, okay.
Negative 56?
There you go. Okay, so I have an 8 and a 7. But positive 8 and 7 gives me a positive 56. So one of them has to be a,
7.
so which is negative 7, and let's verify. 8 minus 7 is 1. So my children are 8 and
And 7.
negative 7.
And the parents are negative 28 and 56?
No.
No.
Negative 28.
So who's at home waiting for the kids to get home from the
Parents.
Parents.
Negative 28 and 2.
Wait.
One's upstairs, one's downstairs, in case they try to sneak in through the back door, and one.
So the kids are going to be in the middle.
Yes, because the kids are made from.
They're going to be B.
It's the B that's been split. You
Okay.
split your B. So this is my. Does it matter where they go?
No.
Where do they go through the window?
One went through the back door, one went through the window. Surprise, surprise, there was a parent on each level.
What about the front doors? Surprise.
If you're sneaking in, you're not sneaking in through the front door.
What about the bathroom window?
And that's her answer?
All right, no, we got it. What's the GCF? GCF?
What if there's no
Greatest common factor of all of them?
Yeah, you go row by row. What's my greatest common factor?
1.
1.
One what?
X.
What's my greatest common factor?
Of which one?
I'm going up and down.
2X.
4. Oh, you're on that one. It's not. How is it 2? Wait. Oh,
2.
that's 8x.
Okay. What's my greatest common factor?
7.
What kind of 7?
negative 7?
Because they're both negative, my greatest common factor is?
And another one's positive 4.
4.
So it's 2x minus 7
So my-
and x plus 4.
2x minus 7 times x plus 4.
You got something to say?
Yep.
What? Sometimes you say stuff but you don't answer the question.
All right. So, how many of you like quadratic? How many of you like box CAB method?
I like both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I didn't want
quadratic is longer though.
Yeah, box is way simpler. Quadratic.
But I forget about that. I messed up somewhere.
Where?
Blocks.
On the box?
I'm trying
The
to
quadratic lady
box.
gives me a formula. I'll never put it in.
What?
I'm a formula kind of gal. All right, here we go. Now for 5 and 6, we're going to learn with the graph method.
What?
Graphing method? Okay? Just like with all these problems, the very first thing you should check and see is if you can factor anything out. Like, can I find a GCF automatically? Is there a GCF here?
No.
No. Do I have a negative leading coefficient?
No.
So I'm good to go. Okay? So what you do is step 1,
You have a negative leading coefficient.
then you need to divide out negative 1.
What if you have a
Then you make it 9.
Man, mine's in testing mode.
That's okay. Alright, so we have 3x squared plus 5x minus 12. Step 1 is put in graphing page. So I'm going to go to the graph page.
In graph
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't know it.
And I'm going to put in, what is it, 3x squared, what?
Plus 5x minus 12.
Plus 5x minus 12. Hit enter.
Hold on, wait. You
Hold on,
press
hold
tab,
on,
right?
hold on, hold on, hold on,
3x squared
hold on, hold on, hold on.
plus, oh wait, mine's dirty.
X. Hold on, hold on.
That's why I say go to home and press a new graph page, guys.
We just grab.
Her jerky.
Okay. Step 2 is look for whole number zeros. And remember, zeros is when you are also your x intercepts. Okay, so what does x equal?
Yeah, come on, Eric.
So here, do I have any whole number zeros?
Yes.
Where?
Okay, the x-intercept is like.
Where's my whole number?
It looks like you say 1.5.
Three.
What kind of 3?
Negative 3, 0.
Negative 3. and
Negative 3.
1.5.
So one of my, it's not 1.5. So it's x negative 3. That's my only whole number one I can see, right?
So a fraction. Oh, it's a mixed number. It's a fraction.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll take mine in wrong.
How do you like, what do you call
Probably what
it?
it is.
All right, where you can get stolen.
Hold on. All right. So let me get through this one, and then I will come around and individually help. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. So step 1, I put it in the graphing page. Step 2, I look for the whole number zeros. I spelled zeros wrong, didn't I?
Yo. No.
Is that right?
That's correct.
All right. So I only had one, which was x equals negative 3, correct?
And then
All right.
that's
Step
1.2.
2,
There's
step
another one at the bottom.
zeros when it crosses the x-intercept.
X-intercept.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hold on, Noe.
His actually on.
What's your arm? Your question? Huh?
So what if there is a greater common factor or that other one?
You have to factor it out before you put it in the calculator.
Divide everything by the greater common factor.
Huh?
What if you don't?
Then what you get in the calculator will be misleading.
Then you're screwed.
So you divide everything by the greater common factor. Okay.
All right, on 3. 3 is we're going to press menu 6 1 to find other zeros.
Do we do the other side?
To find all those cells.
So 1.33 0.
Where do you click over everything?
It's 1.33.
Menu 6 1. Lower bound means I go left. Upper bound means I go right. And what's my other zero?
1.33.
So what's 1.33333?
1.3 in the line over.
1 and what? 1 and 1/3.
How do you put it? Oh, no, I put it after.
Do we have to put it like that?
Mm-hmm.
We don't put it like that as well?
Mm-hmm. They'll give you the wrong factor. You won't get a factor. All right. This is a downfall of the calculator. If you do not know your common fraction decimal conversions, like if you didn't know that 0.33333 was 1/3, then this is where the calculator would fail you. Does that make sense? Okay. So you have to convert this into an improper. Improper means what?
It has the bigger number on top.
The bigger number on top. How do I do this?
At the top,
4
at
to
the
3.
3
at the
times
bottom
1 plus 1.
3 times 1 plus 1.
Check.
4 over 1.
What?
I mean 4 over 3.
That's bro.
What?
The check.
You never learned that?
No.
Yes, we did. Yeah,
I
we
never learned
did.
the check.
Yes, we did learn that.
3 times 1 plus 1. Check mark. You multiply, then you add.
3 times 1.
That's pretty cool.
Okay? So now I have 1, 2. So I have both of them. So that means that my factors are x plus 3 and 3x minus 4.
Where do you get 3x minus 4?
You gotta do the bottom.
My denominator is my
Oh, okay. I
leading
see.
coefficient.
Okay, I see.
So when you do a check mark, it's 1 times 3 and then you
Add the
How
numerator.
much I do next one with this?
Okay?
Y equals.
Do we so the first step is to do what?
you put it
Grab
graph
the page.
page.
Did you put that
So
Then-
you look for whole number zeros.
right here?
3.
And 3 main use 6 1 to find other zero.
0 and 1/3.
Okay, your values have to be in what? Improper.
Improper fraction.
Improper fraction.
It's on number 6 phone number. I'll bet you.
Alright, on number 6 we have to do what first?
You gotta
How
do
about
negative
-1?
1 times the whole thing.
We have to factor out a,
John, create a common factor. So it's -1, right?
so -1, now I have 6x squared plus x minus 2.
Okay.
It'll
We
be
can put that in the
2.
calculator.
Now you just put the inside on the calculator. So you go through the steps again. So I'm going to put 6x squared plus x minus 2 in the calculator.
Miss, I know what the equation answer thing is.
Good.
Can I tell you?
No, please.
Okay. Yeah, what he said. No, bro.
6 1.
So if we don't know like how to put a decimal into a fraction, then the calculator isn't gonna help us.
Hey, is
Exactly.
They can. No.
It's a weird number decimal.
Charlie? You can argue.
Never mind.
I have a question. Cameron's senior.
Oh, he's a sophomore.
Cameron who?
Turner.
Is that your brother?
Yeah, he's a
Senior.
he's a senior. I don't know, man, but they kind of look alike.
Alright. Does anyone know what the fraction for .66666666666?
Negative 1/3.
Seven.
Devil.
Good job, Anna. It is negative 2/3.
Oh, I said 1/3.
So negative 230.
So one of my x's is negative 2/3.
Negative and 0.5, sorry.
And then my other x is what?
1/2.
Or 1/2.
So then you just do.
Okay, so what would my factor be?
2x,
2x minus 1,
one,
3x plus 2.
3x.
Was that back? Alright.
Does it matter which order you put these in?
No.
And notice, did my -1 go away?
No.
No, it stays along.
Hey, my Ben teacher taught me an easier way.
Huh?
You said you was gonna come up.
I am. I'm dead now.
Hey, man, my Ben teacher taught me an easier way to do it.
Okay, good.
You know what? You just don't like the fact that I can get help right.
No, I love that you go seek help. That like really makes me happy.
You know what? I'm gonna go to a psychiatrist person. The people that-
Oh my god.
How you do it
I'm gonna go to a therapist.
That's cool.
I'm gonna tell them.
All right, before I let you guys go, and I come around and help people who need help, what I want you to know, real quick on the back, the first thing you should always check for is there a GCF? Okay, so like for 7, is there a GCF?
Yes.
Is there a GCF for 8?
Yes.
What about 9?
No.
What about 10?
Yes.
What else do you notice about 10? There's only 2.
So you just use the difference of
It's
square?
a binomial.
So when you act, it is a binomial. It's a quadratic binomial. Binomial quadratic. All right, so what Nick said is that if I take out my GCF, which is what?
5.
5, I'm left with 5 times 4x squared minus 9. And when I do that, what does that create for me?
A plus,
It create a difference of
Squares.
squares. My a squared is 4x squared, and my b squared is what? 9.
Negative 9.
So a
Oh, it's just
equals
9. Just 9.
2x and b equals what? So now I know my factors are 2x.
plus 3 and 2x minus 3.
Now, if you forget difference of squares, you have 3 other methods to answer this question by.
graphic,
Graphing,
C.
quadratic
That's
formula,
an easy one.
or
The way I did it. You know.
So C would just be 0.
Mark, in about 2 seconds, I will let you come up here and teach the class the way you learned it.
No,
I mean,
1,
but
2.
how could you use quadratic if it only has?
Oh, Atani asked a very good question. How would I use quadratic if there only has 2?
C is 0.
I put what I'm missing. C isn't 0. B is 0.
Oh, B is 0, sorry.
What you back there doing?
Me?
Now, can I do quadratic?
Can you use quadratic on all of them?
Mm-hmm.
I need help.
You can use quadratic at any given time your heart tells you to do quadratic. If you're like, I really don't want to do anything
Wait,
else.
what is the answer for number 10?
Right there. It's boxed.
Oh, I forgot we gotta leave the 5. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You still got more notes, right?
Yeah, we're a few days behind. It's okay.
We're gonna be like a week behind.
I mean, if they're not making you test on Friday, we're good.
I hope they don't.
Last period, I was the only one in my class.
Hey, yeah, me too.
All right, on 11, what's missing?
No, last period, 13.
C, right?
C.
Okay. Now, is there a greatest common factor?
Yes.
What is it?
6.
6. So I'm gonna factor out 6, and I'm gonna be left with.
2. And then you just do the difference of squares.
It's not difference of squares.
Oh, is that it?
Now I just either do graphing, quadratic formula, or cab.
I'll put it
It was just me.
Okay. What is the trick with calculators? You must know your fractions. If you don't know fractions, will the calculator be your friend? No,
Why you
unless
put
it gives you
zero?
whole numbers. Huh?
Why you put plus 0?
Because I don't have a C. And when you're adding and subtracting, what's your placeholder? 0.
0,
What's the greatest common factor for 12?
4,
3, 2.
2. All right. Get to work, guys.
Number